Welcome back to Regen Rovers. Today it is episode 12 and we're going to be fighting in the FA Cup once again. As you can see on the screen here around, it's the second fan corner. Thank you for all the interaction on the Regen Rovers Twitter account, my Golden FM Twitter account, YouTube comments as well. And for those of you that put in the time and effort to make a logo and also make some kits, lovely stuff. At the end of every season we'll be deciding on the kits for next year, so I will collate everything that is sent to me during this particular season and we'll decide on the third season kits at the end of this season. So you're welcome to create them, and obviously there's so many seasons ahead of us, I can obviously backlog them as well for future seasons. Sylvester the Snake is back trying to inspire us to victory today, because the last episode was dreadful, wasn't it? And you may have noticed, also got a clothes horse here, lower league management, having to do the washing of the kits myself. You know, we don't have a kit man at the moment, so about to put the kits out to dry. Anyway, today is a big day for the club because we've got the FA Cup third qualifying round fighting, well, we've got the fourth qualifying round after that before the first round proper, but I thought I'd show you the FA Cup journey. And we're actually on a good run. We've managed to go 4 games unbeaten, so I thought I'd do an episode today. It made sense, I thought. After those 2 horrible defeats in the last episode, we managed to get a draw against Maidenhead United with Jonathan Clark scoring a 65-minute goal. I've decided to go structured or highly structured rather than flexible. I think that's our issue. My players just don't have the ability to be flexible in their positional ability and interact with the defence and attack. They have to stay in their positions almost, I think, to actually get anything out of this. Maidenhead took the lead in the 27th minute, but Jonathan Clark equalised for us. It was off the line there from an aqua header, but Woodland put it back into the box, and a beautiful header from Clark from a central left midfielder. That's an impressive header, I must say. We then managed to win against Potters Bar in the FA Cup second qualifying round. They did actually take the lead, a shock lead. They had more shots than us, and it was 50-50 possession. You know, our team is just, it's a right old struggle for us. That's my phone making noises. But as you can see here, brilliant header from a Woodland corner. He's important for our set pieces, I must say. I'm glad I signed him. Simmons, lovely header. And then the winner from Yadom, of all people. Hook with the throw-in over to Todd, into Yadom on the edge of the box. Blasted one home. What a strike that is. Fabulous stuff. And then a topsy-turvy game against Bath. Well, actually, we took a 3-goal lead and they managed to get 2 goals back through Max Ryan. But fortunately, we held on to that one. Let's have a look at our 2 goals. Jack Young with a 3rd-minute strike. He's certainly on fire this season. Jack Young's on fire. Your defence is terrified. Sparks with the ball in, and Young with the finish. I don't know if that was a header or a shot. I can't really tell from the graphics there. But Sparks, on loan from Swindon, hasn't been amazing, but that was a good cross. He's got 13 on crossing. That's one thing he can do. Dion Mills did make it 3-0 after an own goal from them. DJ through to Dion Mills. DJ has played a couple games recently, and a nice little dink from Dion Mills for his first goal of the season. Did he score last season? I can't really remember. I feel like he did. And then a 0-0 draw against Gosport. We just went contained, to be honest, to try and get a draw away from home, and picked up a few yellow cards. Dan Ormsby came into the team. You may have seen on Twitter recently, on Regen Rovers Twitter, that he managed to score a hat-trick against Wilstone. They took a 3-goal lead, and Dan Ormsby got us back into the game. Check out Regen Rovers Twitter if you want to see his 3 goals. There's a couple of great finishes in there. So I put him into the first team. Hasn't managed to score yet, but I'm going with him today against Shortwood in the FA Cup. Now, I keep forgetting to do something. I keep forgetting to look at the comparison of the players, because I've looked at staff comparison. We looked at the comparison end of last season. But this is just so you can see how our team relates to the rest of the league, I guess. If we just look at all positions here, we look at things like decisions. We've got the worst first touch in the league, the 20th best passing, the worst strength, because all my players are so young, remember. We've then got 4th best work rate, but that's something we're really good at, remember. And teamwork is the highest. Leadership is 20th, that's not great. And aggression is the highest in the league. That's no surprise. That's across all positions, though. So some things it doesn't really matter if For example, the leadership's low for strikers. That doesn't really matter. Goalkeepers wise, we're okay. We've got the best agility in the league from our two goalkeepers, Owusu and Waugh, in the first team. But throwing and one-on-ones, very poor. Command of area is okay, 8th. Aerial ability 11th. Handling is 11th. That's not too bad at all. Reflex is very high, 5th best. And kicking is 7th best. Moving on to the defence then. Once again, the technicals are pretty low. 21st for tackling, 21st for heading, and 21st jumping reach isn't great. But marking we're alright. Well, 18th. It's not amazing, but it is okay. And positioning is pretty impressive, 14th. But strength, once again, the lowest, which is a problem for us, I think, because of our youth. Pace and acceleration, okay. They're not the worst in the league. Midfield, we're the best at teamwork, but other things like passing, 19th, we're towards that relegation zone. Long shots, 20th, that is a relegation zone. Vision as well. Stamina, 18th. Tackling is worst. Technique is worst, which is a massive problem for the squad. Just the technical ability. Decisions are also very low. Attacking wise, though, finishing 3rd best in the league. We've got some good finishers in the squad. Long shots, 18th. Heading 19th, which isn't great. Jumping's 18th, but anticipation is okay, 16th. Off the ball 18th, and pace and acceleration are actually the worst in the league from our strikers. Physical ability, as you can see, we're pretty low for quite a few things, apart from natural fitness, 2nd in the league. So hopefully the longevity of the season will be fine for our players because of their natural fitness. And mentals are actually okay, but only because aggression is ridiculously high. You know we're good at teamwork as well. Flair is unusually high as well for a 2nd best in the league, but work rate, strong, 4th. But other things, positioning, off the ball, there's a few things that are pretty awful. And technical ability is very poor. We're the lowest for most of these things. And things like passing, 20th, finishing 16th, dribbling 21st of the league, crossing 19th, and corners 20th. So we're really up against it. But you guys know that already. You know we're up against it. But hopefully against Shortwood today, who are obviously below the playable leagues on Football Manager, we should be beating them. But I've changed the team up a bit. I'm sticking with Waugh in goal. Or Owusu, it's not quite worked for him yet. Coming over from Ghana. I don't know if he was in England already. Probably. Yeah, he was at Welling United. But anyway, maybe he's still adapting to the league. Oh yes, that's another thing. I have changed the colours a bit. So what I've done is, if it's a high attribute, 13 or above is high at this level, I would say. It's bright green. We've then got the next best down is orange, as you can see here. Yellow is then the next best down. So orange is anything from 8 and above. That's pretty strong at this level, so that's a good rating. Yellow is sort of average, I would say, from 5 to 7. And then anything that's poor is just a sort of light grey colour, as you can see there. Hopefully that makes it a bit easier to stand out. I don't know if those colours make sense. I just wanted different colours. It stands out for me anyway. Hopefully it stands out for you guys watching. I can always change the colours again. Anyway, back to this. Waugh in goal. Yayadom's sticking at right back. We've got Ulukunli and Richard Wilson, who Wilson's making his first start for the first team. Winter is playing left back, only his 2nd appearance for the club. Sheriff defensive midfield. Young Chris McDonald, who's still only 16 years old, playing central midfield for his first appearance of the season. DJ's going to play right wing. We'll try him out there. Dr. Jones needs to be playing, I think, because he's been pretty important to us when he has played. Doddington on the left, and Ormsby is playing up front. A reward for his hat-trick for the under-23s. That's the bench as well. A few players missing out, giving them a rest as well, of course. Well, let's see what we can do against Shortwood. They've had a good run, but I'm going with the Red Panda Striker edition, as you can see there. The more attacking tactic that I have available to me. We have to be beating this team. Eddie Nixon up front. I mean, everything. He's a greyed out player for starters, but look at him. He's not good. All their players will be greyed out. We have to be winning this match. Come on, lads. In fact, I'm going to go attacking from the start. Please hit that like button if you're enjoying the series. Let's once again aim for 350 likes. Maybe we can push it up in the future if more people come along and support Regen Rovers, the younglings. Hashtag COYY. Come on, you younglings. That's what I've been using lately on the Regen Rovers Twitter account. Oh, Dr. Jones has got injured. That's not a good start. So he's going to have to come off. I'm actually going to bring on Jack Young to play behind Ormsby. He's going to play as a shadow striker though, so a bit more attacking. Come on, you younglings. Nothing's happening. We're playing against a team of greyed out players and nothing's happening. I don't get it. They've got no... We actually have a better team today, that's for certain. Here's Young, into Doddington. Maybe we can take the lead in the last minute of... Oh, brilliant stuff from Doddington. Can he put a ball in? He can! And Ormsby scores! He's repaid my faith in him. It's a lovely finish. I know it's against the team we should be beating, but a goal is a goal. It can improve his confidence, and maybe he can be the main man this year. Connor Todd's on the bench as well. He's got 1 goal this season, but it's a nice little finish. It's good movement from him. He's found the opportunity at the near post and he's taken it. Lovely stuff. You've played well so far, but there is room for improvement. I don't want them to get complacent here at all. I'm going to let's bring DJ off. Let's throw on Leon Thompson on the right wing. DJ's technical ability is just not great, but he works hard for the team when he does play. And I know he's a fan favourite. I don't know the long term, what's going to happen to him long term. McDonald's hits the crossbar with a cracking free kick. Unlucky from him. We've won the corner. I have changed the corner tactics so that there's 3 defenders back at all times, apparently. That's the aim anyway. Well, 3 players back at all times anyway. Here's Thompson. It's knocked away. It looks like there's only 2 back there. I've purposely changed the corner instructions so there's 3 players back. Ola Kunle knocks it into the box. Ormsby can't find the shot. It's a right old scramble and it's bouncing around everywhere and we can't quite get the goal. Here's Jack Young. It's terrible and they've cleared it. Let's make my last sub then. I'm going to take off Ormsby. We're going to bring on Connor Todd and give him a go as a target man up front by himself. Ormsby's done well today to get his goal. His first goal for the first team, of course. Can we make it 2 and just confirm victory here? Winter over the top. It's a cross goal. I hadn't seen one of them yet out on the game. I'm actually annoyed at that because I was hoping there would just not be any. I mean, it's realistic that there's the odd one, but there was far too many on FM16 and I hope this isn't a common occurrence. It happens occasionally, I know. So if it doesn't happen ever again on FM17 for me, that is fine. But it rarely happens. Anyway, Winter with his first goal for the club, and at the end of the day, we're 2-0 up and cruising to an easy victory here. 10 seconds to go. This is the end of all time for Shortwood. They're out of the FA Cup. We're through to the 4th qualifying round. And I will be showing that game as well. That would be episode 13. Well done, lads. Good win. Travesty for Dr. Jones and for us as well. 2-month injury. Strained knee ligaments. That's pretty painful. So I'm just going to have a little chat with him and say, this injury has put a real danger on things for me. Don't worry, my friend. Oh, that's not work. I've actually made things worse for Dr. Jones by saying that. So it's time for the 4th qualifying round draw. Let's see who we get. I'm just going to click draw all teams. We've got Maidenhead United, a tough team in our own division. It's going to be a tough ask to get through to the first round proper, but we've got that to look forward to in episode 13. I'm also going to be taking on Dulwich Hamlet today, so don't go anywhere. Playing them away from home, going to London. And they are actually below us in the table. It's a relegation 6-pointer already. We're on 11 points, as you can see there. Doing okay, I suppose. But they're also on 11 points. We're above them on goal difference. Bath are struggling, which is a shame to see. But I'm not bothered. As long as I survive, then that's the main thing. Bishop Stortford and Chumps, the teams that thrashed us last season, are the top 2 teams. So it doesn't look too bad for us now. Right then, we're taking on Dulwich Hamlet, like I said, away from home. And I'm going with the 4-4-2, which seems to have worked relatively well over the last few games. As I've said, I've gone structured now. Standard structured. Still hitting the ball early into the box. We'll see how that works. We're going with Ormsby and Young up front as a pair. Hopefully they can score a couple goals. We've got Mills and Woodland in the central midfield together. Woodland is just important because of his free kick ability. He's got 12 on free kicks, which doesn't sound a huge amount, but it's better than what we have. He's okay passing as well. Teamwork and work rate, determination, natural fitness, all important for that central midfield role that we like to play. Dion Mills, as a ball-winning midfield, doesn't really work because he's only got 6 on tackling. I'm training Sheriff up to play there. So hopefully he'll be ready at some point to really play a good role in the central midfield, ball-winning midfielder role. Okie dokie then. I hope this works. I've gone with Sparks on the left because he's good at crossing, and if he can hit an early cross into the box, for Ormsby or Young, then we might bet. Well, I hope we benefit from that. They're going with a 4-2-3-1, classic Football Manager tactic. That. Let's look at their striker then. So he's got 11 finishing, 10 composure, 10 off the ball. He looks relatively dangerous at this level, actually. We don't have a player with 11 finishing and then decent composure and off the ball. We've only got players with good finishing. And he would be a 5-star player in our team. So we have to watch out for him. That's for sure. Their left winger looks alright. I mean, they've got all-round players. Our players, sometimes you've got a really high attribute, like 16 on teamwork, but then they've got 5 on everything else, which sort of counteracts. Whereas this team have players that are sort of average at everything and could be dangerous. But let's try and pull off an up. Apparently it's an up. They're predicted to finish 7th despite getting promoted last year. Let's say good luck out there tonight, and I'm going to give a boost to the strikers. And let's start the match. There we are. He's a proper suited up manager, that guy. And I've got my green coat on and my green shoes. Maybe one day I'll buy a green coat and some green shoes. Just like one day maybe we can design some kits and sell them, and you guys can buy them. We can give some money to charity. I think you need to, with manufacturers, you need to sort of be able to guarantee that you'll sell like 200 shirts or something for them to actually bother doing that. So we'll see. Let's see how it goes and see how the series grows into the future. I'm thoroughly enjoying this, and I hope it's coming across that I'm enjoying it, because I really am. It's just the most fun I've had for a while on Football Manager. As Dulwich are looking to take the lead, it's good defending, but it was an exceptional strike, but fortunately we survived. I do find this goalkeeping outfit from Waugh quite hilarious. It looks like a clown. This looks dangerous. What was that? It was like a pass into the back of the net, and we're 1-0 down. I think we're dropping too deep, to be honest. Look at this. I mean, the goalkeepers are just screwed up on this game. I mean, what is he doing? He's taken his arm away. Literally took his arm away and let the ball past him. It just doesn't make any sense. Okay, Woodland into Thompson, into Young. Oh, it's lovely play. He's played it through to Dale Mills, who's bursting forwards and can't find the back of the net. That was a weird finish, I must say. We're going to push the defence up to normal, which is dangerous for us, but we're dropping deep and just inviting the shots on. And goalkeepers are just... their goalkeeper looks like a sticking sect. It's just so thin. Okay, Hook. Into Mills. Into Hook. Can we get a shot away here? Aqua. Lovely ball. No, not quite. But Aqua charges forwards. He's going to have to find someone. He does. He's found Woodland and he's found Young, who can cross it in, surely. He does. Ormsby scores. He couldn't miss from there. He gets his second goal in 2 games. He's a finisher. That's what he's about. And it's 1-1. We're back in this game. We have to make sure we don't lose this. It's imperative. Young with the assist. Lovely ball across. And the strike partnership works wonderfully. And now we've got a corner which Woodland whips across. It's a penalty. I don't know who takes penalty. It might even be Grant Waugh that takes penalties for us. He was the highest penalty taker. In fact, he is. Oh dear, this is going to end terribly. He's got 10 on penalties, by the way. But he's going to miss, and they're going to score on the counter, isn't he? Waugh steps up and scores. Grant Waugh scores a penalty. That's just fabulous. Absolutely brilliant stuff. Look at this. Slots it into the corner like he's Lionel Messi or someone. And then he claps himself. There we go. Lovely stuff from Grant Waugh. His first goal for the club. How many penalties will he get? That's our first penalty of the series, I think. We may have had one in a friendly. I don't know. No, I feel like we've missed one. But Grant Waugh didn't take it. I don't know. Never mind. He's scored a penalty. That's all that matters. Keep it up, guys. It's going well. Yeah, I don't think I need to really change anything. Since changing to a normal defensive line, they've just not been in the game whatsoever. I'm going to take Oliver Sparks off, who's not really... Yeah, we'll take him off for Doddington. This would be a crucial win if we can hang on. We've had 2 clear-cut chances. I assume one of them is the penalty. 12 shots they've had. We've only had 5, but that doesn't matter. 70th minute, that's up. This is the first highlight of the second half. Ormsby score! Oh no, it's Young! It's Jack Young that scores. His 7th goal of the season. This is a brilliant performance from us. Brilliant. And I'm actually going to take off Ormsby. He's looking nervous now. Connor Todd's coming on. I'm going to swap Jack Young and Todd around, and I'm actually going to bring off Woodland. Mills is on a yellow, but I'm going to bring DJ on for Woodland in the middle of the pitch. He's a hard-working character. Oh, this is a huge, huge result if we can hang on to this. It's the 80th minute. Can we get a fourth and truly kill this game off? Doddington through to Young. He's hit the post. What an effort from Young. He is a fabulous player, isn't he? What a player. I'm going to go defensive just to hang on to this result. That's the end. We've won 3-1. A really good win from us. After going 1-0 down, I just changed defensive line and it worked brilliantly. It just worked. We're 14th in the league. Oh, sorry, my phone. I should shut this thing up. It sounded awful. It's so loud vibrating on my printer. Anyway, we're 14th in the league. -7 goal difference. And we've conceded quite a few goals. But we are scoring goals. 17 goals scored. That's not bad going. Sylvester has turned on the magic, poisoned the opposition, and we've won 2 games today. Really positive episode compared to last episode where I just thought, this is going to be really tough. But then again, it's the 2 teams at the top of the table that we were thrashed by. It's what you'd expect to happen, really. So after 12 games, 3 wins, 5 draws, 4 defeats, 14 points, with 3 points above the relegation zone. I didn't do another Paul's big day out today, I'm afraid, because I've never been to... Who were we playing, even? I don't think I've been to Dulwich, and I've not been to Shortwood. I don't even know where Shortwood is, to be honest. They play in the Calagas League Division 1 South. They are really obscure. Level 8, I think, of football, English football. So next episode, it's actually only going to be, I'm going to play 1 game against Margate, and then we're going to take on Maidenhead United and St Albans City in episode 13. I just want to follow the FA Cup journey at this stage. If we can get to the first round, then of course I'll show that as well. Please smash the like button in the comment section below. Just say hi and, continue to comment if you want to have the chance of being on the fan corner feature. Subscribe if you haven't done so already, and I will see you in episode 13. I suppose I'd better go and wash the kits then.